Hi, this is Shafiq, and today I'm going to show you how I took this photograph. So in order to take that photo, you need the following items. Number one, digital camera, one with which you have manual control over. In my case, I have a mirrorless Samsung NX300 with the 16x50 lens. Digital SLRs, no problem. Some point and shoot cameras may have manual functionality as well, but you'll need to check out the manual. Even some mobile phones, such as the Samsung Galaxy S7, has mobile functionality as well, so they may work as well. Number two, glass ball. In my case, I have a 80-inch ball which I just acquired recently. 60mm balls work with it perfectly well. Hey, if you've got a 100mm one, knock yourself out, no problem. Number three, a ruler, preferably around 30 centimeters. If you don't have a ruler lying around, no problem. You can use something like a paint stirrer. Number four, some blue tack. Number five, some finger lights. Now these pack of 40 finger lights of various colours I got from AliExpress for $5 with free shipping. Took a month to arrive, but you can get it from anywhere else, like such as eBay, Amazon, Banggood. There's various number of places where you can get it from, and fairly cheaply as well. Number six, a mirror. And finally, number seven, you need something to stabilize your camera on. So in my case, I'll be using a tripod. If you don't have a tripod, no problem. Put it on like a table or on a chair, somewhere like that, just to keep it nice and steady. Okay, so now that we have all our ingredients, let's put them all together and see how we take that photograph. Okay, so step one, let's set up the light source. So I've got my paint stirrer here. I've got 4 finger lights of different colors, so red, green, blue and white. So what I'm going to do is going to get a little bit of blue tack and stick it on the other side of the finger light. Do them for each of them. And then all I do is then stick these, the blue tack part on the paint stirrer, so they're all in line. And that's pretty much it. Let's make sure that all these lights are working, which obviously they are. And that is our light source set up. Simple. That's step one complete. Step two, put the mirror on the floor or on a flat surface such as a table, and then position your glass ball on the mirror surface. Obviously when you place it on there, it's going to have a tendency to roll about. Not a problem, that's what the blue tack's here for. Put a bit of blue tack on the mirror or on the mirror surface, and then position your glass ball on top of that, and then that will prevent it from rolling around. Okay, step three is to set up the camera. So mine's already set up here on my tripod. It's pointing towards the glass ball on the mirror. Now let's punch in the settings. So I'm in manual mode here, and then go into the settings of the camera. Set ISO to 100, so because I want the sharpest image possible. Set the aperture to f8. That would vary from camera to camera. And I'm going to set the shutter to about 3 seconds. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to set a time delay on it as well. I'm going to set that to 10 seconds. So once I hit the shutter release, it's going to count down to 10 seconds. That then gives me enough time to switch the light off and get myself into position to perform the light painting. So that's all in place. I've got my my stick here with the finger lights on. I'm going to switch the lights on now here. So they're ready to go. All that's left for me to do is to press the shutter release, and it's going to do the countdown, and I'll now just perform the light painting. So here we go. So it's now counted down to 10 seconds. I'm going to switch the lights off. And now I'm going to start performing the light painting. And that's done. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so this is what we got out of the camera. That actually doesn't look like a bad effort really. It may take a few tries for you to actually perfect it, but I think that's the fun part of it really. Having a go and doesn't work, then try again. It is a really good and fun exercise. All sorts of different ways in which you can perform this type of photography. It doesn't have to be on a paint stick or a ruler. Let's try quickly something else. Okay, another example, same setup as before, camera looking towards the glass ball on the mirror. but instead of the paint stick, I'm using just a one finger light tied to a piece of string, and what I'm going to do is just rotate the string around the glass ball. One adjustment I'm going to make on the camera, I'm going to let the exposure run for a bit longer than 3 seconds, so I'm going to set that to 5 seconds, still at ISO 100 at f8, set the countdown to 10 seconds, let's give that a go. Okay. And let's start spinning. That's done. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so this is what we got as a result of just using a piece of string connected to a one single finger light. Again, looks pretty good. Let's just try one more final example. Okay, so final example. Same camera setup, again pointing towards the mirror. What I've got this time is I've got a universal connector, which is actually a piece of rubber, which you can get from lightpaintingbrushes.com. I'll put a description of where you can get this from in the description of the video, and something called a Lomography Light Painter, which emits light in 3 different colours, red, green and blue. You can switch it in each specific colour or a combination of all of them. I'll set it to all the different combinations. So as you can see now, it's look closely, it's emitting all the different colours all at the same at different intervals. So what I'm going to do is going to place this light painter within the universal connector. In fact, I'm best doing it the other way really, from down below, and then placing it onto the mirror. And then I'm going to put my glass ball on top of the universal connector. Finally, what I've got is, I've gone back to the finger lights. I've got one here connected to a piece of string. This time, instead of red, I've got a white one. And what I'm going to do is just spin round the finger light around the glass ball and see what kind of effect we get. So in terms of camera settings, all pretty much the same. Again, ISO 100, f8. I've set the exposure to 10 seconds, so a bit longer. I'll set the adjusted timer, yep, 10 seconds again for the countdown timer again. Set the focus, it's counting down. Let's see what we get now. Okay, start painting. That's done, and let's see the output. So there we have it, that's what we have. Looks pretty good actually. You can see the different lights coming from the light painter hitting onto the ball, and obviously the finger light going around the ball as well. So look, not a bad effort actually. That's as much as I can tell you really. Like I say, the possibilities of light painting with the glass ball are limitless. You know, use your own imagination, come up with different ideas you've got. If you've got any comments about the video that I've done today, by all means, you know, leave a comment in the below the video, or if you've got any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. And that's pretty much it here. So I'm Shafiq, thanks for watching.